salads.
You're not on the mic, buddy. Alright, this monstrosity about food.
Why am I an animal?
Because just... Actually, no, you got like 3 hours sleep. You're fine.
Alright,
I'm gonna...
so... is there any... Okay.
I think whoever's on the
Not to
night
open
shift here is gonna need some assistance.
Not to
So
open
I'm
this
planning
can of
on-
worms, but like, can I grab
Going to
that
bed a little
big
later.
chair back, or is that just going to be too obstructive if I have it here for playing this game?
Go for it. Because, like, there's no cameras or something.
Yeah, I'll just... Because if I'm going to sit... Like,
Yeah.
play...
It takes it here?
Yeah, like, whoever's
Yep.
going to play...
Can't believe I got lost.
Bill, you hanging out here for a bit?
Yeah, until Mike's back, I guess.
Next. Oh, Carter.
Mike's.
Oh,
I'll
right.
be back for a couple hours.
I forgot Mike wasn't here. I called him because I got lost.
Okay, this is
And then
so
I
long,
walked
though.
in and I was like, I can't believe I got lost. And you guys had no idea what I was talking about.
Yeah, I took... I got a couple hours sleep, so why don't I hang out until Carter gets back?
Sure. I just opened the computer.
I need you to show me how the hell we get back.
Mm-hmm.
It's apparently not easy because I fucked it up.
How many people are going to be here? 3. Okay, then I can just move that chair. I don't need that. Well, Carter's going to be back soon.
Yeah, well, when Carter gets back, I'll take off.
So, we've still got our save from last year.
Where's my USB-C
Um,
cable?
And to make things a bit easier, but also more fun, I'm going to play with the save file from last year. We can.
What does that give you?
It just gives me weapons, and I don't have to do stupid research, like required R&D, and I don't have to beat a bunch of stupid side missions to get to the main story. We can still do them if we want to, like, fuck around a little bit, but I figure it'll be more entertaining to watch, like, a prepped snake.
That's his new code name.
Prepped snake. Naked snake, liquid snake, solid snake, prep snake.
We've got a problem. The doorknob's not...
You know you're gonna get that like report every single time, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I almost feel like
Just do a fucking new one?
I almost feel like you gotta just do a fucking new one, dude.
Wait, what's this report business?
Like there's weird like
Post,
game
yeah.
missions that they're just gonna keep harassing you with. Like you should start a new one. I hate to say it.
Alright, that's fine. It didn't take us too terribly long to beat it last year.
No, it really didn't.
And
You just need a good trank pistol and a good rocket launcher. Nothing
Yeah.
else matters.
and Bill beat his speedrun record.
I did.
So we got like 2 hours to spare now?
High quality speedrun.
Yeah. Alright, fuck it.
So I'm going in blind to Peace Walker, so I'm kind of looking forward to this.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I mean, I think... No, never mind. Chris and I did it last year.
Carter helped, I think.
Yeah,
So,
but...
do we have an option to get a third, or is it just going to be 2 people?
Some missions will have a third. I think Octopus said that he wanted to...
Oh
play
yeah,
out.
or we're getting the viewers involved. Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm gonna open it up because I don't think that the Peace Walker servers are particularly active now.
No, they kind of slowed down during the holiday season.
What did Eric name his snake?
Regret.
No regret. Wait, how the fuck do I do?
If you see Coconut Arcade, try and get a hold of him. I texted him, but he wants to play with you guys, so.
Okay, so we have potentially 4 then, if Coconut and Octopus come in.
Captain Trevo.
Captain Trev. Oh, that's Trev. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but he was briefly considering being like a core member, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Is that guy? Yeah.
But both of us can't pick up the second amount of time.
There, no regret.
All right.
Surrender.
How do I
Made him regret.
can somebody walk me through how I like hook into Kelly's game?
So you gotta do the tutorial first.
Yeah, no, I already did it.
Oh, so go load game.
And then whenever he's ready, you just look for friend game.
Drake?
Oh, no, I guess he named him Drake, sorry. Never mind.
Attack. Good. Weapon switch select. Equip. 2 weapon slot. Let's do equip.
Or is Drake 12, 17, 26. Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh, yes, right. 0427, right?
yeah. It's
Yeah.
just look at the last digits of.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're friends, so I could technically do friend required for the 2-player ones, but for the 3-player ones, I'm just gonna keep it open.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll try contacting Timber Park.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Cool.
Alright.
We're here. Actually, yeah. So, Bill, can you be do you want to take prizing stuff?
Sure. What is the link I need to go
Oh,
to?
yeah. Just use my computer. It's probably so much easier. When you do it, just like grab my computer.
I'm just not gonna move. Also, I brought myself raspberries because I want to be a healthy little boy.
You want to be a dirty boy?
I mean, I am pretty dirty now.
You're in chat duty too then. Yeah, I know.
I think those.
Although you'll be chatting as JD Swigs, so.
Let me know if you need anything,
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, let us know if anything starts running out of anything else. Okay?
Did you guys come by this morning and move the car? Yeah. Cause I got up from my thing like, oh, the car's already gone. Okay, cool.
I need to.
Did someone move the newspaper?
I did. I put the newspaper back where you requested.
Bye,
Alright, see you
Nora.
later.
Sleep well.
Later,
Have
guys.
an actual sleep, please.
Don't get bed bugs.
Those beds are pretty comfortable.
See, I slept upstairs on like a makeshift nest of a bed, and I thought I was gonna have like the worst sleep, but it was actually like relatively okay.
Every night I'm sleeping. I think I'm gonna sleep better every night. Do you know how it works, Bill? So basically,
Let's see here. Yeah.
So yeah, so MDS basically what'll happen is click on that, and then when you just go to prizes, and don't do a test click, but
Right.
when you actually do it, just click on that hourly draw, and then winner will show up, and then you can find all their info from the. Do you know how Firebase stuff works?
Yeah.
It's pretty like you basically you dig around and you can find
Right,
their
right,
contact
right.
information, like just email them,
Mhm.
whatever, and then all the prize lists are in stuff. I have a million tabs open, but
And
they're
do we
all-
not have to manually enter stuff here?
Yeah, you will
That's
have
only
a
when you get a donation, you manually enter stuff there.
Yeah.
But I have like almost all the tabs that I have open are like actual being used for this.
Also, that one line before this started kind of invalidates Portable Ops. It says after the award ceremony, Snake disappeared. Didn't some of the people from the award ceremony have contact with him, or was he like hidden away like a secret lie?
He ends up in like a weird CIA prison, so I don't really understand.
So maybe
So,
the government just
how-
isn't mentioning him.
How do I join at this point, or am I in?
I gotta do the tutorial first,
Okay.
which is the basics of CQC.
I'm gonna watch.
So can you do me a favor before we get into game? Can you go into the garage and grab me a Fresca?
Fresca, you got it.
Yes, please. I figure I'd get something like sort of refreshing rather than all the like whiskey and pop and like Pepsi and stuff like that.
Just all the garbage we've been shoveling into
Yeah,
ourselves.
exactly. Whoa, David Hayter's in this game?
Whoa.
I will say that every time I see his name pop up.
Hey, boss! Wanna go around?
Also, if you want a low carb muffin, Sarah made a brought low carb muffin.
Sarah brought low carb muffins? That's awesome. Wait. Yes, I want to go around with you, buddy. Let me go around.
And Mike, you added the two most.
ladies!
Yeah, I did. I did add the two most recent ones.
Yay, thank
So
you.
we're all up to date so far.
Your first priority in enemy territory is knowing your
Oh, we just got a
surroundings.
$5
Your life
donation.
depends on where
Yeah.
you
Here's
go
your test.
and how fast you can identify your targets. Therefore, you must first master
Also,
moving
so-
your line of sight. To move your line of sight,
Um,
use the right stick.
It
Now,
turns
when I
out that
give
my
you
mom
an
was
order,
intending
look
to
in that
donate
direction.
$100 even if she didn't know about the pepper thing,
Look up.
and in fact kind of regretted that she donated $100 after she learned about the pepper thing.
So Marshall, thank you for that donation. You know what? You may feel like it's not much, but every little thing helps. So yeah, it's enough to get you put in this prize draw and every prize draw going forward.
Oh, I accidentally inverted my controls.
Oh, sorry,
Shit.
Kelly. I'm sorry.
Well, that's a great start.
Can we divert?
Next, we'll
I'll
check
try,
left
because
and right.
I will invariably fuck up if I...
Look right. Good.
All right, Marshall, you're in the drawing there.
Good.
Yep. Thank you so much, guys.
You should be familiar with the left and right controls
All right,
now.
my goal,
Action button if
my
you're ready
my
to
my
move
my
on.
hope for the day is that we get to 2,000 by the end of the day. I mean,
Okay.
even if we don't quite there, we're still on
You can
pace
change
for a
the
goal by the end of the
controls
week.
anytime in options.
But it would be absolutely awesome if we
Go
get
with
to
the
2,000 by
method
the end of the
that
day.
works best for
Yeah,
you.
that'd be great.
Next,
I
I'll
mean,
explain how
we're
to
like
change stances.
halfway
You just
toward our
stand
last
there like
year's
an
goal,
idiot in front of an enemy,
which I think
or
is
you
pretty
might as well
good after
kill
the first
yourself
day.
now.
No, we're like 3/4 of the way to last week. We're almost. What was our last year's goal? Was it?
3,000.
Oh, I thought last year's was only 2,000.
And lying down.
2,500.
Change stances.
Well,
I thought we might have bumped it up halfway through.
I don't remember.
Well, last year we had like nothing but time to promote this. This year, like the amount that all of our like the busyness of all of our lives has just increased so much.
Yeah.
So it's like one tweet a week being like, "Hey guys, I know Gary Marathon." So like the fact that we have so many of you guys with us right now, we really appreciate so much.
Also, I think you said yesterday that my general level of busyness has not changed, but it just makes me feel worse because like, it means that like my not contributing to like the actual pre-work is more damaging than it was in the past.
Yeah, but I mean, you could only do what you can do.
Well, we were really lucky to get the Metal Gear Solid mod from subreddit.
Oh yeah, that was the hookup right there.
Like them just retweeting us basically did more work than we did in the last 2 years.
We gotta change the fucking game that we're
Oh,
playing.
does anybody know how to do that?
Yeah, so you grab my computer. Yeah, I'm a mod, so, or not a mod, but I'm logged into the Metal Gear Twitch.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's a thing that I don't even think about.
Mike and I don't know how to Twitch.
Want me to teach you how to Twitch?
I know how to
teach
see-
you how to Twitch.
I know
Want me
to
teach
see-
you how to Twitch.
I know how to look and see how many viewers we have, and make comments about it, and then proceeding to lose viewers by doing that. That's what I figured out about Twitch.
Oh my God, we've got 100 views. Oh, we got 70 views now.
That's basically what happened, like, with me last night. I was like, guys, we hit 100, and then I looked again, and we were like at 80.
It's also possible that people were very frustrated watching me fuck up Snake Eater.
Oh yeah, most def.
You know what, though? If you're still here after,
Oh,
After-
change what it says now playing in the bottom.
yeah, that's what I was. What were you wondering if I would? Oh,
Change the game on Twitch.
yeah.
You want me to fight this guy?
Yeah, you beat up these mercs.
Next, we're gonna practice using the stun rod. Hitting someone with the stun rod.
Yeah,
will
that's
shock
sorry.
them
That
with
was
a
the thing
1.5 million
that Bill
volts.
was mentioning.
Anyone on the receiving end of that is guaranteed to be out cold. To use the stun rod, press the aim button to ready it, then press the attack button. You'll be glad to know
Good job.
we're using mock stun rods for
Is this
training
training canon? Because why is the legendary soldier taking advice from a grunt?
Because he wants to show all the people around him that like he's just like them. I think this is starting to get into the idea that he's not like he's just a name basically, and people are supposed to respect the big boss name. But right now he's kind of just like acting as one of the grunts and showing them that hey, I'm one of you guys. Hey, fellow kids.
Yeah, I'm backwards.
There are various CQC techniques.
CQC, what's that?
Don't get cocky because
Close
you
quarters
think you know
combat.
Don't get cocky, kid.
Dark Rage says, I thought you did a great job on Snake Eater. Beg to differ.
Dark Rage, you're a very nice human being, and we don't deserve you.
I mean, I think your big boss, or your the boss, did better or was better than last year.
Be sure to press
The boss?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think I started fighting the boss last year with the sniper rifle, like I usually do.
Go.
With the Mosin Nagant.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I definitely finished Volgan and the boss faster
Yeah.
by employing the handkerchief technique immediately.
Next, I'm going
Most
to
def.
teach you how to
Wait, did you
restrain
fight Volgan
your
regularly
muscles.
last year?
This is a cornerstone of
I think I
CQC.
switched the handkerchief right at the end.
And the
And it was
bastard's life
like,
is in your hands.
so I like fought him
What
a
you
bunch
do
of times
from
with my
there
hands
is up
and
to
then
you.
lost a bunch of times. And
Yeah.
then
Know that if you
actually
restrain him
like
for
pulled
too
out the
long,
handkerchief and just like beat him in like 30 seconds.
Nice. Also, I just noticed you can see distortion of this guy in the raindrops. Like you can see his character model.
We gotta turn this down.
What?
They're getting echo.
Oh yeah.
Or the controllers in the left side pocket of that chair you're sitting in.
Oh,
Or right side pocket. Those are cheese strings in the left side,
There's a right pocket?
How many pockets are?
like below,
Oh.
like hanging.
Yeah, actually, this game is a lot louder than
Yeah, thanks for the heads up, guys.
Now we will throw your opponent after
You can
restraining.
go for.
To throw an enemy to the
I think
ground,
the
press
PC was
direction on the
also
left
set
stick
really
when you
low
have them
for
restrained.
Portable
What?
Ops.
I notice in
Restrain
general
your opponent
everything is pretty
and throw
quiet
them
for
on my
portable.
command.
When the stream catches up to us, let us know if the sound's better now, the echo.
Does the stream say the right game now?
Also, you can refresh. You might want to just like refresh that every once in a while because this computer tends to
Oh.
lag a little bit.
Boss.
Well, no, that's just the thing that happens
Now
with
we will
long
try
Twitch streams.
CQC against multiple enemy opponents.
Because I noticed like these
You can also
HQ
take out a
computers
group of
are
enemies by
pretty
throwing
up to
an
date.
opponent you have restrained.
You're on wireless.
First
Oh,
restrain
okay.
an
Probably
opponent by
part of it.
pressing the attack button near them. Then tilt the left stick to throw them. By tilting the left stick toward other enemies, you can send your captive flying straight into them. On my command, restrain and then throw your opponent.
I should probably be attention to this.
I'm like barely gonna be moving from this chair. I gotta make sure that I've got everything.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I got maybe 3 hours of total sleep.
Yeah, that's good.
Feel decent.
Fantastic!
I think I got about like 6 or
Go!
something.
Yeah. So I feel like the night shift tonight is going to be a little rough.
Because there's less people?
Well, Norris will probably do it. Norris is going to get a good sleep. He's
Yeah.
probably going to come by, like, he's going to be fresh around, like, mid-afternoon, so he's going to night shift it. I'll be there, I'll probably stay till, like, midnight. I want to actually, like, do some laundry today, though, so maybe I'll take off after Peace Walker.
Anyone feels like getting their ass kicked, literally everybody walks forward. Thank you, boss.
So how long does Peace Walker take to beat? Sorry.
8 days.
While throwing the
Okay.
current enemy. Just be sure to wait
This is
for
it,
the
guys.
But I'm gonna be doing speedrun tactics, so probably about 8 hours.
Also, only 8 hours. That's not
Speedrun
bad.
tactics such as shotgun everything. It's the best weapon in the series.
Oh, I'm supposed to do consecutive CQC. Shit.
Boss, press the attack button when the
Oh,
icon
here
appears.
comes... Oh, Norris gave up on sleep.
Yeah, get wrecked.
Boss, press
Oh.
the attack button when the icon appears. Boss, press the attack button when the icon appears.
Started talking about Hitler.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't really do anything wrong.
Okay, good. Let's dial that back until about 8 p.m.
Fantastic.
I mean, he did a lot of things wrong.
See you later, Norris.
Go.
Be good.
You want to pop up some of those controversial questions?
Oh yeah, for sure. For those of you listening at home, a running theme of doing this, and also any of the podcasts any of us have been on, is
Dang
that Norris is just terrified of all of us going blue at any moment.
He's a little bit squeamish.
Yeah.
With that being said, can we filter a controversial question? Or
I mean, I feel like Bill and I never actually...
And stop. That's it for today. Thank you, boss.
I feel like Bill and I never punch down, which is the main part.
How do you mean?
Well, like whenever we turn blue, we don't like insult like people below us.
Oh yeah. I don't try to actually hurt anyone.
No, yeah. Also, I don't think there's many people below us.
Yeah.
like, look at who we are and what we're doing right now.
I
We're
fully own the fact that I'm a garbage person.
Yeah. Like I actually like myself a little bit, but I still don't stack up that much to real people.
once you let go of that, it gets a bit easier.
We've got guests.
Once you don't try to maintain that slight level of self-worth.
Don't worry. It's not our friends from Langley.
What is the trashiest thing you've ever seen in public?
I brought him.
Ooh.
Make sure we
That's probably some good ones from East Vancouver, I imagine.
Thank you, big boss.
I've actually never had to like seeing 2 homeless people banging in the back alley, though I have heard stories about it.
I saw a couple straight up like I'm not a kind of person who goes to raves. I went to an outdoor rave once when I was much younger than I am now, and I definitely saw 2 people like doggy style in it, like just in the middle of everyone.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
It was like it was just so shameless. It was like completely just not acknowledging everyone around, and that's probably it. But I mean, you're on ecstasy, like these things happen. I get it.
I did see one that's not so trashy, but very indicative of West Van. I did see a drag queen take out her dick and piss on a wall.
There's no coffee like
on Davie Street.
That's about East Van.
Yeah.
That's East Van for you.
West Van.
Oh, West Van.
East Van would be a hipster taking out his dick and peeing on a wall. And then
Oh no, the West End. Oh, okay.
West End, yeah, not West Van.
West
Sorry.
Van. That person would be locked up for their life.
West Van, it would be a jogger.
West
Taking
Van. If you wear a hoodie after 6 p.m., you get the police called on you.
Is West Van in North Van, but to the west of it?
Yeah, it's in the so West Van and North Van are on the North Shore,
And then there's East Van on the south side.
Yeah, and then there's the West End, which is also on the south side. But West End and West Van are, I mean, they're both kind of like the snooty areas, but West Van is like, you have a lot of money.
Yeah, and then there's like Gastown and Railtown and Chinatown, and then there's Richmond, which nobody talks about.
Well, Richmond's like, and Burnaby, which is kind of like Burnaby's becoming a pretty expensive area too.
I've heard that this whole fucking place is becoming
Yeah,
just a
it's
nightmare.
quite.
and is not tracking with wages or the value of your dollar.
Oh no, definitely not.
Yeah. Like the
Um,
Bay Area is bad, but I think that places like Vancouver have a much higher chance of being exploited at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they started like enacting countermeasures like tax. I don't know how much it's actually going to do.
my rent went up for the year, and then I just got a roommate, which also brought my rent up. So I'm up to like almost $200 more than I was paying by myself.
But you're splitting it now.
Yeah, which is still better because it's being split. But like, I feel like the moment I adjusted any aspect of my renter's agreement, they jumped on it and they're like, "Oh God, we need to charge them more now."
Yeah.
Can't maintain an army.
I have the so I'm in a very shady sublease in Oakland, and I mean there's like problems with the house, right? Like we need to there's things that need to be fixed and all this kind of thing, but I'm super concerned that if we ask the guy I'm subletting from to actually reach out to the landlord will be like, well, the value of the house has increased about 1 billion times since I bought it. So I'm just gonna throw these people out and sell the thing.
Or he'll be like, "Oh, I completely forgot they were over there.
Yeah.
I haven't been charging them more money because I forgot they existed."
He's a nice dude.
My friend's parents are my landlords, so it's pretty stable. It's pretty stable rent, and they don't really care. Like I think as soon as I move out, they're probably just gonna be like, all right, it's time to sell.
Oh, are you still living in?
Yeah,
Matt's
in
old
Matt,
apartment?
yeah. Matt's parents own the place,
Old Mother Base.
which is where we did the marathon last year.
Yeah.
And it's a good place, and it's even at a reduced rent. It's like more than I can afford. But it is.
I mean, that's kind of the idea of Vancouver.
I think if I had a job and didn't go to school,
Yeah.
if I had a full-time job and didn't go to school, it would be like within my realm of affordability.
This is also very local talk. I imagine a lot of the people on stream aren't from Vancouver.
Tell you what, if you're from a smaller town in the States or Canada, please
Stay there.
give us
It's
some
cheap.
give us some insight on. There's actually one interesting an interesting Ask Reddit I saw, which was, what is a $200,000 home in your town buy?
Oh, yeah, I
in
saw that
Vancouver,
one.
it's just like it's straight nothing. Like there's
not a chance.
There's nothing, not even, and I'm sure like San Francisco is the same. Like nothing even remotely close to the town. Like you'd have to buy like 4 or 5 suburbs over and like the most garbage apartment.
I mean, $200,000 would pay for a little bit of rent. There's
Smells
breakfast upstairs.
absolutely delicious.
That's my name
magical.
too.
But
Kazuhira. It's Japanese for peace.
All right, I
Thanks
think
so
I'm
much.
actually gonna hop in
Alright.
on that right now.
our host has made us breakfast, and that's. Hey, Mike, do you want to be an angel?
Thank you, thanks, sir.
On the arms of an angel.
A few days ago,
Yeah,
Donate $5 now.
we'll stop singing.
while searching for a lost friend.
Actually, we're not supposed to say where we fish
She was captured.
Figure where we are, and I'll rub some bacon.
We'll mail bacon to you if you donate enough. Yeah, bullshit. You're 16 years old, and I'm not.
Oh, zoom. Keep zooming.
Yeah,
That's a feature.
that's Kojima for you.
That's not a bug.
She just said she's 16 years old, so might as well do that.
She was small.
There.
She lost her grandparents in the Civil War.
Yeah, this is pause.
She hates war with a passion.
I would say that this gives me pause.
Yeah, this I've got gives me something.
Someone says rent is pretty cheap in Winnipeg, and rent is usually from $600 to $1,200, and the $1,200 are pretty high-end places.
Well, rent.
Yeah, well, like, it's also minus 40, so like...
Mike, you're not Mike.
Sorry, kid. We know who
Not to
you
shit on
are.
Winnipeg, but the only fact I know about Winnipeg is it's never not minus 40 or plus 40 there.
See, but that's fine. Like, apparently it's really cheap in Montreal, but it gets really cold. But I like the cold.
It's
and-
definitely minus 24 in Winnipeg right now.
How cold is it in Montreal right now?
Probably not that cold.
Because like,
minus 4.
see, that's not bad. Plus, you can like living in a place where it's cheap. You can afford a good jacket. Like in Vancouver, if it got -20, like I would not be able to buy a decent jacket because my rent's too damn high.
You gotta choose rent or jacket.
And like I would definitely pay. Like I think the place I'm living right now, I could get an equivalent apartment in Montreal in like relatively the same type of area for like $500 a month.
Yeah.
And it would be larger than my current place. Oh god, I forgot.
This is actually something that I as a technology employee currently, I'm eager to see the greater a greater deal of remote employees.
Yeah, like I could definitely work remote if I wanted to.
Yeah, like, I mean, for my job, it's a little harder because I do have to interact with physical things occasionally. But like, there's I'd say a solid 80% of my job I can do from my desk, and that desk doesn't necessarily need to be anywhere. I just need to be able to get onto the VLAN at work, which I can do remotely. And anyone who works in development, there's not a ton of reason, from what I understand, for you to actually be in an office other than like company culture and meetings and shit.
Yeah, and like communication and stuff is pretty important. But like if you're good enough at like Slack makes it pretty easy to communicate with people now. You just have to be more diligent about like working when you say that you're working.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm thinking the same thing. Like my job, I could do it from Montreal, make the same amount of money. That's paying for me to live in Vancouver.
Right.
And actually manage to save money.
I guess the interesting thing will be like when companies know that their employee isn't living in a certain area, do they feel obliged to have a salary that matches that area, or do they feel like if you moved there, because it's like if I moved from San Francisco to the middle of the fucking country,
yeah,
like my salary would definitely be outsized.
Yeah,
right? Like it would be completely unnecessary.
But would they? Do you think they would decrease it?
I don't think so, right? But like there'd be some serious consideration of like, okay, well, we're not necessarily spending any more money than we used to, but like is it really worth it? Like to retain an employee, do we have to pay him this much money? Right? Like I do wonder, will companies start to make those more cynical decisions?
And I guess for you, like your job, without going into detail, does require like a physical location for it to function.
Yeah.
Whereas mine's kind of like just this nebulous being that exists on the internet. So like your company doesn't have the option of saying like, well, he moved to Montreal or he moved to the middle of the country. Why don't we all just move to the middle of the country and relocate the company?
I was talking to someone in a bar recently who was telling me that there was a lot more startups popping up where she lived in Illinois.
Oh, really?
Like not in Chicago, but like and Chicago is crazy cheap if you've never looked. But like just in this random town in Illinois, like the space is cheap. It's got proximity to Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot more companies are going to start making that consideration.
So does that mean like the Rust Belt's going to become the new Silicon Valley?
I don't necessarily.
As
think
companies
so.
start building on like old farmlands and mills.
I think the problem becomes like if people want to continue focusing on physical offices, like how do you convince people to move to those places? Because I know that like some of the people I work with would never leave the Bay Area.
Yeah,
right?
Just because they like it living there too much.
Either because they like it or they wouldn't leave it in favor of cheaper living in the middle of the country.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's kind of a bullshit reason, because I think that's mostly just like I can't deal with people being like I can't deal with people who are different than me.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's always been healthy in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's been the idea of like the AI computer commuting or the AI car computing. One of those words. I just woke up.
AI cloud computing?
Like the self-driving cars, but
yeah.
using those for commuting. And so like the idea that you can sleep in your car, so you could potentially like build a car that has a decent bed in the back seat, commute to work for 8 hours or for 4 hours, sleep the entire way, work, then commute back for 4 hours and get like a decent sleep.
Right. I mean, it would require much greater investment in sustainable fuel,
Yeah,
right? Because like,
and probably better self-driving cars.
yeah, I mean, well, that's a little far off. I think the sustainable fuel is probably closer.
Hey, breakfast!
This guy right here.
Think,
Yay!
Man.
In preparation, we've
But like the idea that you could live closer to cheap areas but still work out of the city. And then I feel like the cities would probably become more corporate, I guess, and there would be less living areas and more like work
Oh,
areas.
just offices. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which, you know, is probably a much better use of that space, right? Because offices can be much more dense, given the like requirements of the things they're supposed to have.
mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to have,
and that's the armed
you would have to have parking garages, right? But offices wouldn't be required to have like, you know, individual bathrooms and things that take up quite a bit of space.
Well, would you really need parking garages? Because you don't need to own that self-driving car.
Oh, you mean it does like a round trip just constantly?
Yeah, like if you basically assign these cars to be like Ubers,
Yeah.
and they were as affordable as owning a car, which isn't, then that car could just constantly be moving, or like have stations out on the outskirts of the city to get maintained. And then, like, you would start seeing, like, because like Canada, for example, we're not using any of our land, and you could see like people spread out across the land, and then the cars just go pick them up and drive them.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have never actually looked and don't understand that there's only like 30 There's only like 30 million people in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the second largest country in the world.
That was all just
And then you look at like the heat map of people, and it's just like, well, there's a few in Vancouver and Ontario and like Quebec, and then nobody anywhere.
Well, you have to understand too that
but I've kept my KGB.
most of Canada, unless you like already have a decent city there, is absolutely inhospitable. Like 6 months of the year.
No.
Like northern Canada, it's basically just a big swamp that freezes. It goes to like -30 every winter.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful. Set up more horror games there.
I believe this will
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Like The Long Dark.
perhaps
Also, for anyone who hasn't played this game yet, these two want peace,
perhaps they heard
and they're going to the boss, the legendary soldier that, if we recall from Snake Eater,
this during her
devastated the entire Russian countryside with a shotgun and a crocodile mask.
Yeah.
And,
oh man, boy did he.
And this 16-year-old and this clearly double agent is now asking
stereo
Snake to help them
first of its kind.
create peace in
I heard they
So that-
a country.
That's the premise of the game.
Yeah. And he's basically saying, Snake is saying no until he hears this recording.
Let's hear this recording.
What is that? A quetzal? The phoenix bird. Pas's friend was researching birds. She went out into the
Ah, yes, the bird
calls
friend.
and stumbled upon this.
I think this game has to be the one with like the most
So what?
double crossing.
Oh yeah.
Are we supposed to hear something?
Now it gets interesting.
We are. We're not supposed to hear anything. The TV's too low. I don't remember when the big reveal happens.
Boss. Voice
Oh, yeah, it's the boss.
confirms that this voice is indeed that of the
But-
legendary hero.
The boss is dead, you might say.
The
I
boss.
killed her.
What?
I tranked her to
The
death
other
with my
hasn't
handkerchief.
been identified.
And then, oh no, the nukes didn't get dropped on her. Yes, so she's not dead.
The song
Oh no, you did shoot her in the end. You grabbed the Patriot, remember?
Yeah, she's fine though.
It's the bullets spiraled and then missed her.
Yeah.
Probably Wilbakia. That's why she's still alive.
Could be anything else.
Yeah, Wilbakia. Nanomachines haven't been invented yet.
is alive in Costa Rica.
Possibly the Dene.
As I understand it, she was your commander. Fought by your
I do kind of. I mean, as much as Peace Walker is kind of a weird game,
under orders from the
I do kind of like how it does kind of bridge a bit of a gap of like the moment where boss really Big Boss kind of became not a good guy.
I'd say he's still kind of a good guy in this
But
one.
at this, or, okay, but you kind of realize it like, because the whole thing is him dealing with like the guilt and like dealing with like the jadedness that he had to destroy like the one person he gave a shit about.
Yeah, and the country that turned on him.
Yeah, so this is kind of like the okay. Now you kind of see like the gears are in motion for him to really like just go off and stop being a good guy.
Start his own nation of misfits bent on destroying dictatorship, destroying the government system, destroying not freedom, fighting oppression,
Fighting capitalism.
Unclear.
Yeah, I feel like one of those things might be a little bit right.
Directions unclear.
What?
Okay, so we're actually 4 minutes away from the 1 day mark, guys.
that means we're almost done, right?
Almost done. Yeah.
We didn't have more than 1 day planned, didn't we?
That's it. That's all that's planned.
That's all she wrote.
No, unfortunately, Norris put the countdown timer, so we can't pretend like we're almost done.
And in 5 days, 7 hours, and 3 minutes.
Oh god.
You do have a
How?
there is a banked torture.
Oh right.
No.
Oh yeah, well now it's time to start.
So let me go ahead and roll it right now.
How do I join the game?
Solid Snake. So Kelly, you must utilize stealth and non-violence for the next 5 minutes.
Wait, I just hit the guy though. Does
Starting
that count?
now.
Now, starting now.
All right. Luckily, this is a tutorial level, so it's. I'm still gonna manage to fuck it up. I also don't remember where to go. Yes, this is the way. Man, I'm so excited for Phantom Pain. Saying all those dumb, Dene words.
I'm just excited to see the decent gameplay.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Did last year not go well? Because I seem to remember that when it was just Mike and I there, it was going well.
Oh yeah, just burning through it.
Yeah. So I don't know what you're talking about. Also, I don't think we're allowed to talk about it.
I played some Snake Eater, or played some Phantom Pain last year. Had a great time.
Yeah, I remember.
Used all the tools at my disposal.
Yeah, I remember coming back and seeing you do your thing, and it worked out really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody involved this year is going to be doing a great job at Phantom Pain.
Question is Phantom Pain next? No, Ground Zeroes is next, but
Are we
Ground
on,
Zeroes only takes an hour.
Are we
so-
on neutralize the chopper?
What?
Are we on neutralize the chopper?
I don't remember.
Trying
Also,
to- I'm
perfect
having-
stealth.
You are not on mission 109.
I'm trying to connect to Kelly's game.
So if you go, you're not even gonna have to worry about what we're on because you're not gonna be able to catch up.
Oh.
So when I do start the match, you can do host search, and then you'll be able to find me. You're basically gonna be stuck in Arrested Development on your game.
Because I'm in host search right now, and I don't see you.
Mr. Flying Hippopotamus is constantly confused by the order of the story in the series. Yeah, so we're playing these in what is essentially chronological order, as the series says it is.
Oh yeah, I think last year the thing that got me more than anything in this game was the QuickTime events.
Yeah.
That's the boss.
They should have merged Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. In the definitive edition, aren't they on the same?
I don't know. We'll have to ask one of the people who wins the PS4 edition. I do remember, like, Ground Zeroes came out as almost like a demo, really, but it was like $25.
I feel like it was more than that. In any case, people complained about how expensive it was.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it was like an hour long, so, you know.
Yeah, I bought it for $20, and I remember like thinking it's definitely not a $20 game. But it was.
There was a
kinda
lot
fun.
of replay value, though. Like, they had a lot of things that, like, you could do the missions where you were attacking the scanners, or the splicers, or whatever they're called. They had the one mission where you could play as kind of Raiden. Then there was the one to rescue Hideo Kojima.
Oh, that was a good one. I like the Hideo mission.
Then there was a lot of, like, completionist stuff. Like, the main, like, A to B was pretty short, but there was a lot of side content that made it, for me, it made it worth buying when it came out.
There was delicious content there.
Yeah. And much like, I guess Peace Walker's got a bunch of that, where, like, you beat the game, and then there's more game afterward. And I feel like that's a very Kojima thing to do. Except in MGS4. And any of the other non-linear games, or any of the linear games, don't really have that much side content.
Nice going, boss.
True. I mean, there's whole areas of Snake Eater that I skipped yesterday, but like they're just not necessary.
Yeah.
Really at all. Like you get camo, so there were certain parts where, like as I was going up the mountain, I didn't have the Choco camo, which made it a lot harder. But like, I've never made it up that mountain without getting caught anyway.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have either. Like that part's real. Why do you keep sending me messages?
I'm just
Mike?
trying to make sure that this is actually you.
No, it is. So the way that Peace Walker works is I have to host a game, but I can't host a game until I get into it. Because some of the missions are single player.
So we are friends, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't set up the friend, but I guess Eric did it while I was gone.
No,
okay.
we did our prep work.
Okay, cool.
So the idea is that I will start a mission as a co-op mission.
Okay, cool.
It's 10 o'clock.
It means it's time for hourly prize draw.
Yeah, time for hourly prize draw. I'm gonna go ahead and catch folks up on what's going on here first. So we are playing a marathon of all of the canon and non-canon Metal Gear games.
That's 15 games.
Is it?
We did a count while you're out. We physically counted, and there's I didn't know there were 15 Metal Gears.
It's 15 games. We are playing them. We're playing them in the series chronological order. So if you're wondering when your favorite Metal Gear game will come up, just take a look at the timeline, and that should give you an idea of where it falls. But we're going to be at this for 5 days and 7 hours longer. So we've been at it for about 24 hours so far. We've already played Snake Eater and Portable Ops. Now we're on to Peace Walker. So you might be wondering why we're doing this. We're doing this as a charity event to benefit Child's Play, which is a charity that purchases games and toys and movies and other things for children's hospitals and women's abuse shelters, so that kids out there who are kind of stuck away from home for whatever negative reason have something to make their lives a little brighter. We do it during the holidays because that's a hard time for these kids and their families.
It's also a time when people feel more generous.
Sure is.
And guilty.
I can't figure it out.
Yeah, they got that Catholic guilt to go to church. Feel a little bad. So we're raising money here for the next 5 days, 7 hours. Everything counts. But if you need a little more incentive, every $5 that you donate will put your name into the pot one time for prize drawings. We've got a bunch of different prizes from some various game studios. And then at the end of the week, we have our grand prize, which Mike will model for you right now. We have a PlayStation 4 Slim bundle with Uncharted 4. Brand new, never came out of the box. And it could be yours for as little as $5 if you're lucky enough. But if you want to up those odds, every $5 you put in will increase your chances of winning. So if you want to have a little Merry Christmas and make the holidays a little better for some kids out there, then go ahead and click that donate button. I'll drop the link in the chat here right now.
Yeah, and while he's doing that, the other incentive that we've got for donating is if you want to feel like you're in charge of your own entertainment,
oh yeah,
we got something for you. So what we have is what we call the Hurt Me More system, where every $10 or more donation inflicts a series of random punishments on either the person who's playing or everyone else, or all of us at once. It's kind of like as a way of you kind of bringing the interactivity to you, helping you be in charge of your own entertainment. It's something that, I don't know, we've got some mixed, we all have mixed feelings about, but it makes for good entertainment, and the power is yours.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit the daily draw right now. Or the hourly draw, sorry. We have Sharp Shout. I don't know if Sharp Shout's still out there, but
Yeah,
Sharp Shout has won a copy of The Pit, Sword of the Stars Gold, along with its accompanying DLC. That's Steam key. So we'll go ahead and we'll shoot that over to you at your contact information. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Sharp shout.
Yeah, and that's courtesy of Kerberos, one of our many awesome sponsors that we've had. So thank you to them once again for providing us. They've actually, I think, like a good chunk of our prizes is from them. They gave us a lot. They were super generous for us. So thank you so much, Kerberos. You guys rule. You help make this thing a possibility. So yeah, keep those donations coming in, guys. Every donation counts, and every $5 is a chance for you guys to win a prize.
I accidentally hit versus ops. So I'm putting almost all of my guys onto R&D right now so that I can research things as fast as I can. Because there are required things to research, but there's also things that just make the game a lot easier. Like the stealth weapons. And the, I need to get the armor, like the combat suit, relatively early, or else things like fighting tanks are going to be a pain in the ass.
I rigged that radio so you can contact our young
Alright, this is actually my first time ever. I've seen the endings. I watched last year, I watched you play, like, the end, so I know how the game ends, but I don't know anything about the game prior to, like, the weird final battle.
I like doing this game co-op because a lot of these missions feel like they're balanced for co-op. So some of the tank missions, if you are playing alone, it has nothing else to look at but you. And kind of become, unless you're like a walking suit of armor with a rocket launcher, it's kind of a pain in the ass.
But now I can distract it.
Yeah, like you're basically just here for the enemies to have something else to care about, and then I get to shoot them. Although I think if one of us dies, that we both lose.
Oh,
so
try really hard not to die.
You should research your own combat armor as well if you have the chance, so that you are just a tank for me.
I can do that.
Yeah, play this like WoW is basically
Yeah.
what he's getting at.
Can you also get taunt and get your DPS up so that you can hold aggro?
And if I don't do all three, I'm a fucking noob, and I need to get booted.
That you pulled the whelps.
At least I have chicken.
Mike, I swear to God, if you stand in fire, I will disown you.
So Pizza Pants answers the question here. Non-canon games are Snake's Revenge, Portable Ops, and Ghost Bagel.
Bagel. Oh man, that is a delicious bagel.
Also, I don't know what this Snake's Revenge you're talking about is.
Snacks.
Snake's Revenge.
Snake's Revenge.
Snake's Revengeance.
Yeah. Snake's Revengeance. He does Zangdatsus.
Okay. I'm really looking forward. I'm not just looking forward to Snake's Revenge.
You're looking forward to me.
I'm looking forward
through
to
an
Bill.
NES game.
Like I'm gonna try to be as drunk as possible. Right? We're just like for maximum heckling. I think it's gonna be a fun time.
It's getting intense. The Acid series is ambiguously canon. I don't know about that. I don't know that we can consider the Acid series even ambiguously canon.
Are they not canon or are canon?
They have a clone Solid Snake.
Oh.
So like it is feasible that they could happen after Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, I mean cloning has always been a thing, so it's possible that they did. But like he's not old. And what's the year?
It's 2016, so it's after Metal Gear Solid 4.
Okay, well that makes sense then. So it could possibly be canon, just a different.
Yeah, different clone of Snake.
But that's kind of a cop out.
I know.
I guess it's better than saying like, "Hey, Solid Snake, we've cured your nanomachine disease, and now you're a healthy young boy again."
Yeah, and Portable Ops, which we just finished, is and was terrible. Is like just a really, it's a bizarre, like it's been disowned by Father, by Father Kojima-san.
Not get invited at the Metal Gear annual Christmas dinner.
All right, so I'm setting my host conditions to friends only. So if you search for a host now, you should be able to see.
Cool.
We got someone here posting Cyrillic in the chat.
Cyrillic,
which is not a language I can read.
Gotta get on that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sorry. Okay.
Hey, look at that. Here we go. Oh, okay, that's awesome. Found you.
Jungle fatigue. So I like to do the silliest costume.
Oh, okay. I just ran it through the old Google Translate. It just says, "Hey, faggot."
Oh,
Thank you for that.
thanks.
Thank you for that, Mr. Kotick Boss.
How do I customize my outfit?
So you do a mission prep, and then do stuff. So the fun thing about this game is you're always Snake, and your ally is always random stranger.
Kind of like in America's Army.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
always play as America.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't know there was a countdown timer. It's fine. You can't really do much right now.
Okay, it's alright. I'm just gonna. This is my learning mission.
I thought you were gonna say like in America's Army where everyone thinks they're the hero, and everyone else is just a random soldier.
That's America's actual army and not the game America's Army.
Okay. But so you'll see yourself as Snake, and I'll see myself as Snake, but we'll each see each other as random merc from.
So you're gonna have the mask in
yeah.
my game, and I'm gonna have the mask in your game. So, we had a couple people that were interested in kind of joining us. If you're out there, I think Coconut and Octopus were. If you're in the chat, if you're awake and got nothing to do on this beautiful Sunday morning, yeah, let us know. We'll try to get you in here.
Yeah, so you'll see a 0-2 next to some of these missions. That means that only 2 people can play it. There are a few missions. Most of the boss missions are like 0-4. Oddly enough, there are some 0-3s, which seems strange to have that distinction.
Hold on 1 second. I just need to like. That's shoot button.
Yeah, we got a pepper on.
Oh no, I got spotted.
Oh, Pepperoni Chris.
We both got spotted.
Pepperoni Chris, I've been watching off and on since you guys started yesterday. I love Metal Gear and love what you're doing. How do I donate?
How do I punch?
The donation link is right there.
Kelly, what's punch?
Thank you for
square.
watching. Thank you for your interest.
working.
We'll be at this for a lot longer here. But yeah, any donation you're willing to contribute counts. And remember, every multiple of 5 that you donate gets you an additional chance to win some prizes.
Sorry, Kelly. It's R1 that's punch for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just. So, can I CQC you?
Probably.
No, we can't. Okay.
We can high five if you hold triangle.
Fine. I think my controls are different than yours.
Oh, weird. You can go switch it if you want.
I'll do this for a bit.
Okay, because if you go into options and change control config to action type. Oh, there you go. You're on shooter
Action
type.
type. Okay.
That it should play more like most Metal Gears.
That's that. Okay, so let's try the triangle.
Are we syncing? I guess. I don't understand that feature at all.
I don't know.
So I will need to Fulton a lot of jobbers to get my R&D up higher. I don't give a...
Do I have to do that too, or do we share R&Ds?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
I do not remember, but I think it's more important if I do it because...
You're the go-to.
Yeah, you can stay on the first mission the entire time and just play my missions. It won't unlock yours, but it will...
Well, is it going to make me like a level 1?
Yeah. I'm going to be pulling you through this. It's like when your level 100 friend takes your one character.
I'm doing those raids, and I get one-shotted by like a boss, a random enemy just breathing on me.
But you are eligible for the drops.
Yeah, just stay close enough to get EXP.
Okay.
What's going on?
Oh, this is Trank. Oh, perfect.
Well, how do I shoot? Sorry, this is a dumb question.
So hold R1 and then press square.
Oh, square to shoot? Or?
Yeah. And then,
Okay, I get it. Oh, I want to take it. Oh, I want to shoot some guys.
it's a fun time. You actually have to equip the Fulton to Fulton people, and then you run out. So I will be searching Fulton as well.
Congo Wong and
How do I Fulton people?
So if you press R2, you'll open up your items menu.
Okay.
You equip Fulton, and then you press triangle.
R2.
I actually wonder if you even have Fulton.
Just give me like 30 seconds to figure out what I actually.
No, I'm gonna make you learn in the battlefield.
Congo Wonga says you both get the same soldier who is Fultoned, but you don't share mother bases. So your research won't be shared, but you will both get the soldiers that each other Fulton.
Okay, that's good.
So you should both be Fultoning.
And he will be. That means that his R&D won't
take
be
him.
stuck behind mine, so he can actually research.
I did a good.
Good job.
How do I Fulton?
Switch
no.
to your Fulton.
R2. Oh, that's it. Oh, I get it.
Oh, I didn't get a headshot on that guy.
Fulton recovery
But he is out.
confirmed on board.
He'll go out soon.
Figuring out the controls a little bit. Okay.
And you can Fulton through
I'm gonna Fulton him.
through buildings.
I'm gonna Fulton him. Oh no, I got spotted.
No, I got spotted. Don't worry.
You've been spotted.
I got you back.
Run for it. It's either that or
back.
take out every last enemy soldier.
We're good.
Got him.
Fulton recovery
Thanks.
has complete.
He looks like Gimpy from Clone High when he stands like this.
Is he? Do the soldiers have ranks in this game?
Yeah, they get better over time. Right now we're probably just getting jobbers, but I can't remember if Peace Walker is similar to Phantom Pain, where like if you get better guys and your ranks are full, it'll boot out the worst ones. If not, I might have to do some menu management later.
Yeah, as for the question about whether or not they're both playing, Mike is playing on a separate TV over here, so obviously his screen is not being streamed. But that would
I
be
am
confusing as hell, because the multiplayer makes you Snake on your console no matter what. So if we had a split screen of some kind, there would just be two fucking snakes.
So I appear in my game as Snake.
Yeah.
But in the one that you, the viewers, see, I'm the masked man. I'm gonna give myself a better suit in missions going forward so that you know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
But
You're not Fab Snake, though.
no, I'm not, and I won't take pink from you. I know that's your color.
So, your Doc Ock is canon, of course. We cannot take that.
Dr. Croctopus.
Doc Croc. We cannot take Dr. Croc away from you
So
as
what's
canon, but mine is always fabulous. So I don't know if Dr. Croc went through like a phase during
Well, I
Peace
thought
Walker.
this was like.
for sure.
Well, doesn't he eventually like become Naked Drake?
Oh no, yeah. Then but that's not.
Or is Naked Drake the same person as Dr. Crocodile?
No, definitely not. It is
Okay.
canon that Naked Drake took up the mantle of Venom
So
Snake, even though he does not look
what's-
anything like
So
Snake.
what is Naked Drake doing during the incident of?
He's making albums.
Okay.
Yeah, he's dropping sick beats.
Oh
Yeah.
no, sorry. I mean, sorry. What's Dr. Crocodile doing during the events of the Phantom Pain?
Smoking cigars and driving bikes, obviously.
Yeah, he's in hiding, and then he later founds Foxhound.
Yeah, exactly. So Naked Drake during the Cold War. It's a little known fact that Hotline Bling was actually made during the Cold War.
Yeah.
You used to call me on your cell phone was actually code for
You used to call me on your codec.
yeah, how you get like spy information.
Mm-hmm.
But then Drake was not active during the Cold War, so that's why he made the song "You Used to Call Me" on your cell phone. And then he came back during the events of Phantom Pain to run Military Sans Frontier. Are they Military Sans Frontier during Phantom Pain? I can't remember.
No, they are the Diamond Dogs.
Right. Yeah, he founded the Diamond Dogs. He
Wrong.
wanted it to be Diamond Drakes, but they
Two on the nose.
Yeah, two on the nose.
Dr. Crocodile exercised his hidden veto privilege.
His executive privilege.
Yeah.
He's like, my name's Ismo. Also, don't fucking name it Diamond Drakes, please. I saw you writing in your notebook, name after name. You scratched out Diamond Dogs. Use that one.
Okay, so if you're wondering what the fuck we're talking about, so last year we kind of came up with our own extended canon where Dr. Crocodile, the hero of Metal Gear Solid 3, went into hiding shortly thereafter, and his namesake. We had a random soldier when we played the Phantom Pain who looked kind of like Drake, although I think it was just because he was black.
He was just black.
But his call sign was what was his call sign?
It was something crocodile.
It was something like raging crocodile or sleeping crocodile, and it was like, okay, it's too perfect. So we just played the whole game as him.
And almost everybody on the team was delighted that we stuck with that idea.
Yeah.
We also spent a great deal of time during that randomly having outbursts of lines from Hotline Bling.
You used to call me on your codec.
Which is a dated reference now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about Top 40 is like we can't talk about that as though like people are gonna understand because I don't think people remember even Hotline Bling anymore.
Well, my favorite thing was that we didn't come up with that joke. As soon as we found Naked Drake, somebody in the chat said you used to call me on your codec, and no joke we made that marathon topped that in any way. That was the peak. and then everything was
Did we
downhill.
give that
from
person
there.
a prize? Like they should have won like at least like a PS3 or something.
I don't think they need any more help in life.
Yeah, they're good.
They're going places.
Yeah, their career in advertising is clearly solid.
Yeah, or Liquid.
Fucking solid this.
So we just found we found Chico,
Oh, no, I'm playing. No, I'm not.
and his sister, the rebellion leader. This song creeped me the fuck out when I first played this game.
Oh yeah, it's a little creepy.
So what's this thing supposed to be?
This is not a Metal Gear. It's a Chrysalis or something.
Oh, it's right, because all the enemies have like stages of evolution.
Yeah, or like bug names. I don't remember what this one's called, but this one's weird. 'Cause they're not Metal Gears. They're military deterrents, I guess.
But it's like a precursor to the Metal Gear, though.
Yeah, and they all have those big railguns on them.
I think that it has to have a railgun to be considered Metal Gear. I know I said the Shagohod was a Metal Gear, but I kind of rescind that.
It does have a railgun though, doesn't
No,
it?
it drove really fast.
Oh, did Mike not participate in these?
Oh no,
cutscenes?
Mike doesn't have to do anything.
Oh, are you participating in the cutscene?
Yeah.
What do you do?
There's QuickTime events. See, I usually don't like the comic book cutscenes, but these ones are actually pretty cool because they're like dynamic and have QuickTime events. Yeah.
Like like I said about like the first time I played Metal Gear Solid 4, I thought I was like, this is great and all, but like my opinion of it has seriously waned in the last 10 years.
I'm kind of with you there. And it's been almost 10 years since that game came out, and
I'm just there's not enough to do.
Wait, for which one?
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh yeah, yeah. Playing it last year, because I have nostalgia for it, and like this game was really fun when I played it the first time. But that's because I was invested in the story.
Right.
And now I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay. Oh. So I was actually just sitting here for an hour, watching the story happen last time I played this game.
yeah, it makes you like, well, because once you know the story of Metal Gear Solid 4, it becomes a bit of a slog to get through.
Yeah, and it's cool because it does have a lot of like fun things in it, like the Shadow Moses mission and sneaking around Prague and stuff like that. But then you realize that like that's 5 to 10 minutes out of or after an hour-long cutscene, and then you're back into another cutscene.
Yeah. I mean, like you said it earlier, like last year when you finished MGS4, you went out for food.
Yeah.
And when you got back, the cutscene was still going.
Oh man, he got Drake as his heroism. Oh no, that's your name. Never mind. Wait, am I?
You're Drake.
This year, is Drake actually taking part in Peace Walker?
We're in an alternate timeline.
I think we have to extend that canon a little bit.
See, that would make sense then.
We get it in the true Kojima spirit. We have to unnecessarily extend the canon.
That makes sense though, because he is the soldier that that boss decides to.
Is now a good time to go to the washroom, or am I gonna have to do some upgrading?
No, you'll be good. Miller's gonna talk to me for a bit.
What's going on here?
You can sort of like passively upgrade.
Where in the timeline does Revengeance fall at the very end?
Yeah.
I think it takes place in 2018.
Like they waited for a while before making that one. Then they're like, okay, well, Solid Snake's probably dead by now.
Yeah.
So we don't have to like talk about his storyline anymore. Let's just make a fun game where you play as Jack, and we'll drop some characters in once in a while.
One of the things about Metal Gear games is that they've always played, with the exception of games that take place in the past, all of the games, Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, like all of those games all take place in the near future, relative to when they were made. So like, I believe Metal Gear 1 takes place in 1995, which was, something like 8 years ahead of when it was released.
Oh, really?
Something like that, yeah. Or like Metal Gear Solid takes place in 2005, but came out in 98, I think, 97. So they always take place in like the near future. But that means that like Guns of the Patriots takes place in 2014, which we have clearly passed at this point. So the only game that is still yet to have been passed is Revengeance.
But we're getting close to that being real, right? We almost have cyborgs and soldiers that can be controlled.
And beautiful dogos.
Yeah. Blade dogs.
Jetstream Sam.
So I don't remember how to get GMP.
Send your dudes on missions.
Maybe?
Maybe you can't do that yet.
No, not yet. Because if I don't have GMP, this might be a little bit tough.
No, this controller's already ready to bite the dust.
Um,
Do we have any kind
The direction Amanda sent and east is we're
There's a
going.
cable. You can.
Corresponds to the location of the next
This blue one's done.
supply depot. We should be able to make contact.
We also
with
didn't
them
plan
there.
out charging controllers too well. Alright. Whenever you're ready, you can find me. Oh, you gotta put. Just skip that.
Where's that long ass USB cable I brought?
Well, this one's probably charged, so I can.
You just switch over.
I think I get. Oh, you know, I goofed up. This is what I usually do. I don't do the main one, Bill. Gotta do this one.
Oh yeah, Naked Pink.
Yeah. So that way you can see that he's got the boss scar for
Yeah.
some reason.
For sure.
Also, we should show off the love box because it's pretty fun. Do I need the camera? No. That's what I need. Soliton radar. Only gun I have available. D-Mag. Perfect. I'm just gonna go on without you, Mike. I think I can handle the second mission in the game without you.
So let me get my controller situation.
Oh, that pepper.
Still?
Yeah, I got a real sensitive constitution, apparently. So anyone in the chat who doesn't know, Mike Carter, one of the other people doing the marathon, he grew, what are they called?
Trinidad Maruga Scorpions.
Yeah. And, they're the second hottest pepper in existence.
Yeah, a second only to the Carolina Reaper.
Which would be death, basically. And if you donate $100, I don't think currently, unless Bill's willing to do it.
I don't think in my current state I'm capable.
Okay.
Without serious damage.
So when there is somebody available, we'll eat the pepper, and that's to encourage people to donate. But it was a rough time. Norris and I did one, and we clearly have similar constitutions. And I'm still feeling it this morning, and I think I did it at like 6 o'clock last night.
Yeah, I have a pretty poor constitution as well. Apparently Carter is among us much better suited. Maybe it's because he's just much younger.
Maybe.
Well, Kelly and Carter are, I think, the same age.
No.
He's the same age. You're older than he is.
No, he's like 2 years old, younger than I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might have been able to when I was that age, but like I don't think so.
When I was a wee lad.
I think he already ate one at his house though, so maybe there's scar tissue that's built up on the inside of his stomach.
When I was in high school, I ate a vending machine rib sandwich. That yep. That came out of a vending machine from the UPS warehouse break room. And I have never pooped so hard in my entire life. And I pooped myself into unconsciousness and like woke up on my bathroom floor.
All right. Was it like warmed? How long had it been there?
I heated it up.
Oh, but
it was unclear how long it had been there.
Okay.
But it was delicious.
Oh.
I will tell you that. I would do it again.
Would you not like find a rib sandwich that is not poisonous?
It's not just 100% toxic.
Yeah. I would suggest the McRib, but I imagine that's not too many steps further.
No, I mean this was the same variety of contoured barbecue meat. You know?
Actually, no. If I'm being completely honest, I could go for a McRib right now.
Oh yeah.
Where's the auto assign button?
I don't know. Please help me and find out.
It says like use the auto assign button. I'm like, okay, well,
Please discover what the auto assign button is, so I don't have to hand assign every one of my R&D guys.
Here's a fitting ask paramedic. What food or drink can you almost not comprehend other people actually like?
That fucking pepper.
Yeah.
I don't know that people like that
I imagine there's some people that like that.
in Trinidad.
I would say, like, what's that, Ludwig's?
Lutefisk?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I was thinking about this the other day. Because there's a couple things I like, or sorry, there's a couple things I don't like that 90% of the world likes.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember what there was. I think it's roasted potatoes. And don't get me wrong, I love almost all forms of potatoes. I love scallop potatoes. I love mashed potatoes, French fries, chips. It's just roasted potatoes for some reason.
Like, you mean wait, how do you roast a potato?
You cook it in a... Yes. You know, it's so similar to French fries that I don't really understand why I don't like one.
Ah, I died. See, the bad part about wearing naked outfit is you're a little bit weaker. So getting shot hurts a bit more.
Food that I cannot comprehend that people like. Kimchi.
Can't
fucking stand it.
I could see that. Cabbage is a very distinct flavor.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like cabbage in general, but the kimchi is just like, it's a whole other level.
I like white kimchi, which is a cabbage roll.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's just tomato sauce and beef or lamb or something. And now that I think about it, like, even with Lutefisk, like, I like blue cheese, and I can see that being something that nobody likes.
Blue cheese?
Yeah. Because it's also a very offensive odor.
Yeah. I do like a good blue cheese.
You've been spotted. Run for it. It's either that or take out every last enemy soldier.
Someone asks if I got any sleep yet. I took a 2-hour nap around maybe 1 o'clock in the morning on the floor over there, and then was up for about 2 more hours after that, and then I took another 1-hour nap on the floor. So I'm feeling okay right now, actually. I think what made me have to take that extra 1-hour nap was the several beers I drank after getting up.
Wait, several beers after getting up?
More than 2.
Oh, okay. That is several. Alright. I took them all out. I'm good.
The auto-assign option is at the bottom of the list of the waiting room.
It is absolutely not. Look, I know where...
Are you in the waiting room, though?
Oh, waiting room, okay. Yeah, it's supposed... I know where it's supposed to be.
There it is.
Yeah, it was there.
Oh. Well, okay.
Thank you, Max Gorn.
Okay, so how do I join this mission, or do I have to wait for you to finish?
You gotta wait.
Someone says, I'm Korean and I have no fucking clue why kimchi is popular either.
That's fair. I mean, what's a Canadian food that...
Poutine?
Poutine?
You don't like poutine?
Poutine and maple...
I'm not fond of gravy in general.
Oh, okay.
Poutine and maple syrup are like our two things. There's no way you can't...
Which is funny because I would have maple syrup on poutine.
Unless you don't like sweet things in general, maple syrup is very good. And I mean, like, real maple syrup is absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, black licorice. I don't understand why people like that.
I do love black licorice.
That is a demon flavor.
You know what,
Did you eat it when you were a kid?
No.
So I do wonder if that's a thing, because black licorice is, or, you know, like real licorice, right? Because people call red licorice. It's not.
That's fair. I'll accept that.
But real licorice is really popular in the UK and in Ireland, right?
Yeah.
So I ate a lot of it when I was a kid, and then came to America and everyone hates it. And I think that the reason, like, it may be one of these tastes you develop when you're a kid.
And it's got like nostalgia elements to it.
Yeah. And I like still prefer black licorice to other kinds. But yeah, like tons of people hate it.
Well, it's like, I don't know, it's just a really bitter, I guess.
Yeah.
Very
Can I
unique
make this
flavor.
shotgun? I guess I need to upgrade my R&D team to make a shotgun, right?
Yeah, so that's why I've been throwing almost everybody into R&D.
How do you guys feel about curry chips in place of?
I
yes.
don't believe in them.
You don't
Curry
believe
chips
it?
are amazing.
When to be clear, we're talking about like French fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Those are delicious.
Yeah.
Then again, I've as you can see, I'm fairly white.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so growing up, our spices were like oregano, salt, pepper, maybe some cinnamon if we're feeling feisty.
Feeling spicy.
Recently, maybe like within the last month, I discovered that you can put curry on quite literally anything.
Pretty much anything.
And it is immediately 100 times better.
Yeah.
So like, I'm down with curried anything.
You're down to clown with curried everything.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Curry is just a real fantastic supplement to pretty much everything.
Like I'm getting to the point where I think restaurants should have salt, pepper, and
I-
curry on the table.
I think I figured out how to play. How I'm gonna go about playing this game.
All right,
It's just
sounds
like
good.
one of those syrup things, like curry sauce in it. That'd be so gross.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, but you know it would be all like globbed up on
Oh.
the side and shit. You know it would.
Wait, are you talking about like liquid
facts-
curry? I'm just talking about curry powder.
Oh, okay, I see.
This soldier is the worst.
I didn't really like curry until very recently. I kind of like acquired that taste pretty recently.
Yeah, it is one of those unique flavors.
But
that
it
I can
wasn't
see
until
that.
a couple years ago where like I couldn't handle any level of spice, and now like I do enjoy hot wings, like like buffalo wings.
Oh, like even buffalo wings.
Yeah, like that was I wouldn't have like prior to like maybe 5 years ago I would never have ordered hot wings or even buffalo wings in a restaurant. But
Not a fan of Bobby wings.
oh, I had one Bobby wing once. A coworker brought it. Brought a bunch to work and like offered me one for free, and I'm not going to turn down free wings.
Of course.
And then he warned me. He's like, "Oh, it's really spicy." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "No, Mike, it's really spicy." And at that point, it's like, well, "What are you saying? I can't handle it?" So like, I was
calling me a wuss?
You could
this,
call me chicken.
like there's no way I'm going to back down at this point. And I got to work about half an hour early, so like I'm like, okay, I'm just going to chill. I spent that entire half hour just like sweating and crying. And I honestly thought I was going to have to call in sick to work.
You were already there?
Yeah, I was already there. I got in a bit early. This is in the cafeteria at work. And I always thought I would just like walk into the supervisor's office and be like, I can't do it today. And that's how I know I can't have the Maruga Scorpion
So remember,
pepper.
I asked Bill if there's a double barrel shotgun in Snake Eater.
Yeah.
It's because I'm gonna get the double barrel shotgun in this game.
In Peace Walker.
In Peace Walker.
You're gonna get the Doom Super Shotgun.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Just
be
the automatic double barrel.
running through hell, killing Russian demons, or I guess Cuban demons. I never remember what.
You are in Honduras.
Oh, Bill, we got a donation.
Oh yeah, that's
we
right.
did. $10.
Nice.
Do you want to see
Yeah,
if it?
let me,
well, it is punishment eligible, but let's see if
Let's
they.
see if I can.
Ah shit. Ah dang. Ah jeez.
Yeah, you gotta go to the sometimes it refreshes you all the way back there.
Okay.
Nobody else saw me. Yo, you guys see that guy in hot pig pants?
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now.
As our boy Sharp Shout again.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Sharp Shout. Got the taste for winning. He wants more.
Such a lust for winning.
Sharp Shout, thank you so much.
I'm gonna do the hitman tactic for a sec here. Wait, how do you go first person again?
Hey guys, we're really close to $1,500. That's a beautiful number. You want to be the one who pushes us past that?
Oh, everyone loved the round number.
Yeah, you'll be the hero. If we get a $10 donation right now, you're going to be the hero of hour 24.
Can you ask chat real quick how I go first person?
Chat, how does he go for triangle? Maybe.
No.
I got bad news.
What?
We gotta do a little roulette.
No.
Are we gonna do double? Okay. Are we gonna do 1 and 3 roulette, or are we gonna have 3 blanks? Or 5 blanks.
I would say.
So given that there's only 3 of us, if there's 2 vodkas in there, someone's gonna get fucked.
I think the spirit of the game is still 1 vodka, but
Yeah.
we each take 2.
So
We're doing double
we
shots.
each take 2 flips
Yeah.
on the. Okay, so I'm gonna go prepare this. Can you explain what's about to happen?
Sure will. So because Sharp Shout, thank you very much, Sharp Shout, just donated another $10. In addition to getting two more tickets into our prize pool, we have to give ourselves a little bit of punishment here. Every $10 activates some sort of punishment. This one in particular is what we call Ocelot's Roulette. So a small group of us is going to take 6 small plastic cups, one of which will be garbage tier Alberta Pure vodka, which is really quite terrible, and the other 5 of which is beautiful British Columbian water. And then we have to take them at random until someone obviously gets the vodka shot here.
And what's the line? 6 bullets,
six shots, more than kills a man.
kills more than a man.
Kills more than a man. You never fucking get it right.
I think it's kills more than a man.
I think that is what you said.
Yeah. We also last year, because we had millions of hours of time associated with prepping for this thing last year. We actually did drunk Metal Gear history.
Oh, they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we basically just got really drunk, picked a game to talk about, and talked about it on camera. And I did one, and you can actually, I think both of the ones I did, I started crying at some point.
Oh yeah.
And for Metal Gear Solid 1, I said 6 bullets kills more than a man.
I had not met Kelly at that point, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh, "This guy actually crying?" And then I met Kelly, and I was like, "All right, this makes sense."
Yeah. Now that I know him, he's one to cry.
All right. So what we're gonna do now?
Give me just a second to get a beer to chase this.
Can you grab me?
Tell you what, if you get vodka on your first pull, you get the rest of the water.
Do you want Fresca or something?
Pepsi or Diet Coke. I need some of that dark water. Do I have? I still don't have any fucking GMP. Okay, I gotta be like. Okay, can I cancel this? Maybe that's.
Oh shit, guys!
What happened?
My pandering worked.
Did someone donate more? Wait,
So,
how much did they donate?
10. They just.
Oh, more 10.
They got us to what I was hoping, which is 1,500.
Okay.
So we have a punishment coming up after this one.
Oh, I can't afford anything. Someone on the stream also let me know how the fuck I afford things.
Get a job.
Okay.
Can I get my Solid Snake? Thanks.
Okay, so
To go work in the coal mine.
we're gonna one pull each from the. No, are you gonna grab 2 or just one pull each for dramatic effect?
Well, we can do one each. Like we'll pull and then
Okay, we'll each drink one at a time. No, remember, no smelling before.
no smelling. I'm a little worried.
Have you received the vodka yet?
I have
I
not.
haven't.
I'm 4-0 so far.
I've hit 2.
All right, pull one, gentlemen. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Here you go. You can have the.
No, I got another water.
Shit. Whew. All right. So on the first pull, Kelly literally bites the bullet.
That's tough face.
Okay.
All right. Till next time. And we've also got another punishment. We can give ourselves like a.
Yeah, give us a few minutes.
Ugh.
So yeah, see if you can toss. See if the second person made
A request? Okay, so this one. Fuck, I can't do
Sharp
this.
Shout again. Thank you, Sharp Shout.
I need to make some fucking money because I need to buy a grenade launcher or something like that because I can't beat this tank without a grenade launcher.
You know, I think people are starting to figure out that if they make donations in $10 increments, it's more punishments.
Yeah.
The $10 increment is really the best value for your money. Some of you may have also figured out that these are Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
Considerably cheaper for our American and European
Listeners.
compatriots.
Oh, wait, I just get this weapon.
Somebody in the chat just pointed that out, Bill, or was that the message you saw?
Oh,
they
no.
they realized that at the same time you did.
Canadian pesos. This person definitely lives in America.
No, pesos is right.
Where do you live, Sharp Shout? We were doing a thing earlier where we were we were deciding what if you land in any state or province, what that state or province's version of the lei you get in Hawaii is.
Vancouver, you get like a really, really expensive bus ticket, and the bus doesn't go where doesn't go anywhere near where you need it to go.
Well, I mean, that's actually for real. When you land in Vancouver from the airport,
It's like $7.50 to take the train.
oh no, it's $9 to get out of the airport on a SkyTrain.
And there are so few stops on that line.
Oh, Tennessee. What do you get when you land in Tennessee?
Like a
Jack Daniels?
yeah. I think I'd be okay with that. Okay, sorry, Kelly. At what point do I have to actually do stuff? To,
All right,
meet up with you.
It's available now, and if anyone on stream is following us, I'll give you a bit to try to join. If not, whatever. I don't care. It's fine.
We know
It's
we had a
fine.
couple people
You know what?
in.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. You don't want to play with us?
Okay, Kelly, don't start right away because I wanna customize my snake.
Yeah. I still don't have. So I think the body armor might actually be an item that you have to that it, like occupies a space. When I get it. Oh fuck! I hate shots so much.
Oh, they're the worst.
I'm just a weak human being, and I'm willing to admit it. There's no pride in pretending to be strong. Then people will just call you out and make you eat an entire
Chocolate orange.
chocolate orange.
Oh, that was difficult to watch.
That was awful.
Yeah, you really did a number to yourself yesterday.
I ate I feel like I wish I ate the pepper first and then the chocolate orange. At least there would be something to like calm down the beast.
Can I R&D myself a better suit at some point?
Yep.
Yeah. How many games have they completed? They being us. We have completed 2 games so far. Snake Eater and Portable Ops, which roughly 20 hours.
So Mike,
Are we just gonna go shirtless this whole campaign here?
So please assign items for yourself, but more importantly, go into your weapons and assign the law.
Sorry, items or sorry, weapons,
And then go to the rocket launcher tab and assign the law. All right.
and then
Well, you should probably assign other things as well, but that's the most important.
Okay. So we just took a $100 donation.
What?
Oh no!
But in the donation comments, this kind-hearted person explicitly says, $1,600 hype. Instead of pepper torture, I request electroshock therapy and liquid arm at the same time. So the guys playing liquid arm do electroshock therapy while playing.
Whoever you are, you're my favorite.
Okay.
Let's we'll work out the logistics of that moment.
I mean, that's gonna be fun because this requires a lot of coordination on our part because you have to hold up the weapons menu, so I can select the weapon and then let go, and then we're also fighting a boss right now. And you also need to aim and shoot for me.
What should I get? So I got the Fulton. I got the ration. The love box. Is that something I should be equipping?
Special thank you to Max DC. I'll get you hooked up here in our prize pool, and then we'll sort out your punishment here momentarily.
Excuse me.
All right, I think Kelly. Okay, so I got the law. I got my
Grenades.
Oh, I'm blanking on the word. My trank, and I got my nades. I got my ration. I got my Fulton, and I got my love box.
All right, we're
what
gonna
else?
die anyways, so it's fine. Let's start. Nobody showed up.
All right, how are we gonna do this?
I mean, we could just do it. It's a 2-player game
Yeah.
if you make it. I think it's behind you up on the shelf.
Can you hand me that filthy thing?
You gotta go back and start mission. Well, 3 seconds left.
I'll just join.
It's too late.
Oh no.
So who's gonna do this? Me and Mike or me and Kelly?
Well, we got to. That's,
no.
that's the rules.
Oh, can we quit?
No, you're coming in.
Starting the mission. Oh, okay.
It was just a countdown timer for all those layabouts.
All right. You want me to take this side?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna somehow play with my left arm.
So for those of you who are not aware, what we have here is.
Oh, sorry. You're gonna have to talk.
Yeah. If you're not aware of what this is, our fearless leader Norris has purchased this Chinese electroshock toy off of Chinese eBay, and it's been 3 years. We still don't know how it actually works, but it delivers a painful electric shock, possibly more painful than would be allowed on a toy in the United States, to whoever doesn't press the button on time or does press the button.
Yeah, like we said, we don't know how this works.
It's possibly random and/or can sense fear.
I think you can smell fear.
I have fundamentally no idea how this works.
All right. Well, I'm starting Liquid Arm, which means that Bill also has to play with half of my controller. So until Bill gets his shit together, I have no control.
Fucking. Okay, so.
It's all right, Kelly. I'll take the reins on this one.
All right. So I need you to aim, and wait. So hold down R2. Let go of R2. Aim, and then press square.
Oh, Kelly, I should also mention I'm not very good at video games.
That's cool. Fuck it. Alright.
Do one more? Want to do one more?
Yeah, he did pay $100.
You paid for this.
Oh, God. This is good. Okay, I'm gonna go to the boxes so that we can